Maranatha, my PPC family and friends. Pastor Brian here with another quick bite, living the Word. Today our word is going to come from the book of Isaiah, Isaiah chapter 26. And I want to just read verses 3 and 4 together and then come back and talk about these. So let me just read them first and I'll come and talk to you about my morning. All right, I know this is getting up a little late for those of you who follow us on a regular basis. And so I apologize about that, but here in a moment you'll understand why. So in Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3, it says, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength." So what was interesting to me is this morning we got up and we had a couple things we had to get done, and we started working on some stuff in preparations for some events this evening in our home and things of this nature. And so as we were getting busy going, it's kind of one of those days when everything wasn't working right. I don't know if that makes sense to you when I say that. It seems like everything's kind of like this is not working, that's not working. You know, all of a sudden, you know, you had a plan for what the day was going to look like and it started to kind of fall apart and so on and so forth. Throughout the whole time, because I looked at this last night, the whole time I was thinking about this, the Lord's like, is your mind going to stay upon me? Is your mind going to stay upon me? Or is it going to be focused upon the hardship, the trial, the difficulties, the whatever you want to say? And so, is your mind going to stay upon me? This was the question he kept asking me. And so the whole morning I've been quoting this verse to myself, that will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Why? Because he trusteth in thee. Trust ye in the Lord forever, for the Lord your Jehovah is everlasting strength. And again, as I thought about these things, I thought, okay, so here's the problem. I'm relying on my own strength, my own will, my own idea of what I can do and how I can get things done. And God's like, that's great, but are you going to stay upon me? Are you going to focus on me? Are you going to do it through my strength? I mean, to the point that I was like, even I had to walk across rocks. And for those of you who know me very well, you know that I don't do very well with bare feet on rocks. And that's what I had to do. I had to walk across barefoot across some rocks in my driveway. And it was painful. And I'm like, the whole time I'm literally going, Lord, I'm keeping my mind on you. I don't know why you're giving this to me today, but you're giving it to me nonetheless. And so I was just thankful by the time I was done. Even at this moment, as I'm now making this quick bite finally, after getting back in the house, after locking myself out and things of this nature, I realized, you know, Lord, you are such a good God. You are my strength, and I can trust on you. I can trust on you for the moments. I can trust on you for the times. I can trust on you for everything, Lord. And help me to keep my mind upon you and not focus on my circumstances, but focus upon you. And doing so, I have to say, I've not been perfect at it. I've had my moments, but ultimately, I have to say, for the most part, I came out this morning somewhat unscathed. I'm not saying the day's over yet. But the point of the matter is that I recognize now what he was talking about. I just kept thinking about, okay, Lord, I don't know why you gave this to me, but I trust that it's for your will. I don't know why this is happening, Lord, but I know you're going to work through it. And it's just if we keep our eyes and our minds focused that way, then all the circumstances that so often derail us, all the circumstances that so often upset us, all of a sudden seem to be a lot smaller in our lives when we keep our mind focused upon him. So my challenge for us this weekend, guys, before we see each other again on Monday, is that you take time this weekend, take time right now, take time starting right now, and hopefully, Lord willing, make it a habit for the rest of your life to keep your mind stayed upon him, because he will bring you peace if you will. I love you, we love you, God loves you, and God's got this.